dynamic assessment to assess your balance, because everybody's balance is compromised to some degree due to neurological inconveniences, okay? And so one of the things about balance that's very, very important is that balance is one of the best biomarkers to determine longevity of life. And so the better your balance is, the longer you're supposed to live, okay? Now, we all move laterally every day, getting out of a car, getting up from the table, getting out of the shower. We're moving laterally. And so it's very important that we maintain the best lateral stability we can do. Would everybody agree with that? So what I'm going to do, Jeanette, is you don't have any shoulder issues. You're okay? Okay, I want you to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and I want you to make a fist, and I want you to lock it right down. I want you to keep this locked, and I'm going to gently lift up on you, and I want you to meet my resistance down as I lift up. Ready? Go. Pretty easy, right? Now you know what I'm going to do. Come on, you can do better than that. Ready? Push down on my hand again. Pretty easy. Okay? Now, that's lateral. Now I'm going to do dynamic stability. Has everybody noticed before, as people get older, they tend to shuffle their feet and drag their feet? Well, balance is an autonomic function of the brain that takes care of itself. We don't think about gravity. We know gravity exists. We know if we jump off a roof or a chair, we're going to hurt ourselves because we know what it does. But balance during the day, we don't think about it until we fall. And we wonder, why did we fall? Well, your balance is off. And so older people, as they get older, because it's an autonomic function, we don't realize that a lot of our life we're on one foot when we walk. And one of the biomarkers for balance is to stand on one foot for a minute and see if you can do it for longevity of life. But we see older people that aren't wearing our tech that start to drag their feet because the brain is automatically telling them to stay in balance. You're better balanced on 2 feet than you are on 1. But I've had people, I've done shows before, that walk in with a cane, and I put the technology on them, and they're so enthralled with how their balance is improved, they leave without their cane. And we'll walk around and come back a couple hours later and say, did I leave my cane here? And I'm like, I think this is yours. How long have you walked with a cane? 7 years. How do you forget your cane if you've been walking with it for 7 years? That's how powerful this technology is. So now we're going to do dynamics. So I want you to face me, and I want you to put your feet right together. All I'm doing is centering your core. And I want you to go fist over fist at sternum height, and I'm just going to push down, and I want you to resist up, okay? Just down a little bit lower. There we go. Resist up. Ready? Go. Let's hear if you come off the ground. Okay, try it again. Ready? Resist. See? Now, I'm going to put this patch on you. I'm going to see how powerful. So you can wear this patch anywhere, and all this is a pattern of ridges. This is like Braille for the brain. So this pattern elicits a response in your brain, and this particular one elicits the response of balance, strength, and range of motion. Okay? So roll up whatever sleeve you want, Jeanette. I'm just going to place this here. This works within 7 seconds. So feel that? It's just a pattern. Feel that pattern? Okay, now we're going to do the same thing again. Turn sideways. We're going to do lateral. Shoulder width apart with your feet again. Lock your fist down, tight against your side, tight shoulder, and you lift up and you again resist. Ready? Go. Turn this way. We're going to do dynamic now. Feet together. Why are you giggling? Fist over fist. And push down and again. Resist up. Ready? Go. Okay? You don't, I'm going to show you how fast it works. I promise you. And then you're going to decide what state do you want to be in, with patch or without patch. Shoulder width apart again with your feet. Walk your fist down again. You know what the deal is here, so resist again. Feet together. Fist over fist. Push down, you resist up again. Ready? Go. Feel wobbly. Now, they're not made to take on and take off. They're like a Band-Aid, right? I mean, that's simple to use. I'm gonna put a fresh one on, and this will last, and you'll be in the best balance you've ever been in a long time in your life for 24 hours, at least. It's not like a buzzer goes off and they stop working at 24 hours. It's like putting your throttle in your car wide open for 24 hours, and then if you let off the gas, the car doesn't stop automatically, it rolls to a stop if you never use the brake. So that's how the patches work, okay? So now, you know what it does again? Let's do it again. Lock your fist down, resist, go. Face me again, this is lateral. Center your core, feet tight together. You're gonna push down on you, resist up, go. Now, how do you want to be? Patch on or patch off? Let's hear it for Jeanette.